everybody, and welcome to our Thursday chat.
Hi to all you beautiful souls out there, right?
Oh, this is so exciting. Shall we wait? We're going to wait like 2 minutes or so for everyone to join, right?
Because welcome to On the Couch with Dory Light, and we have our guest here, Germany. Hi, Mel. How are you doing? We're here again. I'm going to open the floor for her so that she can introduce herself, and let's get this thing started. Yay!
Yay! Hello, everybody. As you know, I'm Mel Bell, and I'm your helper through this challenging time of high vibing. There's so much change going on in the world right now that we have to help each other raise our vibration as best we can. It's such a huge thing at this moment in time, especially with 3i Atlas coming past the Earth. I follow a lot of, well, not a lot, maybe like 3 YouTube channels where I get updates on where 3i Atlas is. And I can tell you the sun is not physical. The sun is a plasma. The 3i Atlas, as we know it, they say it's a comet. It's not. If you look at the consistency of what 3i Atlas is made of, it's not made what they say. Okay, normal, a comet is usually made out of iron, and it'll have zinc and iron components. But this 3i Atlas doesn't. It has only metal, not metal components. It's got zinc components, sorry, nickel components. Sorry, I am getting confused. So it's nickel components, which makes it the same as the spaceships which NASA has been building. So we know it's our family coming and watching us as we raise our vibrations for Mother Earth. Okay, so why is personal frequency and energy so important? Well, personal frequency, to start off with, it's our unique vibrational energy that each and every one of us emit, which influence our life experiences. This frequency, it impacts on our interactions. So you walk into a shop, you're standing in the queue, and you suddenly feel, I'm not feeling so good. It could be because the person in front of you is completely negative or has a very low vibration. Normally in your friends group or your family group, you are more or less, if you're living in the same house, you could be more or less on the same vibration because you're on the same wavelength. Your higher personal frequencies often correlate with positive emotions and overall well-being. So what does this mean? This means that if you are vibrating at a low vibration, you're going to attract people with low vibration. If you meet and are surrounding yourself with high vibe people, as I like to call them, then you are basically going to attract high vibe people. So it's very, very important what you surround yourself with, what you wear, what you do in your life, what you put into your mouth, what you say. It's all very, very important, and that's why it's very good to start being a little bit mindful every day, so that you know that you catch yourself before you start getting into that negative vibe. So what affects our vibration? What can make it, besides people, of course? Electromagnetic fields. So if you are sleeping with your Wi-Fi on, or if you are sleeping with your phone next to your bed, very bad. You need to switch off your Wi-Fi at night, and you also need to put your phone at least in flight mode and not have it on your bedside table. Put it anywhere else, at least 2 to 3 meters away from you, okay, if you can, because it affects our brainwave patterns, and it's also radiation. So our brain has been radiated by the mobile phone. So this can also affect your emotional, because your emotional field, because you are basically poisoning it. So practices that raise your frequency can enhance your brain function and your physical function, or your physiological function, and it can improve your overall health as well. So not only are you raising your vibration, but you also are then able to get on a better footing with your health. Your frequency actually impacts your mood and your mindset. So a higher frequency can foster optimism and resilience and clarity, while a lower frequency may lead to stress, anxiety, negativity. So your daily attitude of gratitude, remember we've talked about this in the past, your attitude of gratitude. We can't be positive all the time. There are things that affect us in our lives. We get a bad call, or we have an argument with someone. But this is where we have to try and create peace out of this chaos. The trick is to acknowledge that this has happened, that this person has made you really angry, or the situation has made you very angry. Let it go. Okay? You have to let it go. You can't let it fester, because that's going to affect your vibration. So common stresses or uncertainties that we have that affect our vibration and our frequency. Work demands. So if you are stressed by overwhelming personal work, or draining energy levels, remember to always drink lots of water and go outside. It's summer now, so you can go outside and put your feet on the grass. And if you're brave enough and don't care what other people think, you can actually even hug a tree. By hugging a tree, you are actually grounding so fast, and it also you're also showing gratitude, so that raises your vibration. Financial concerns. I think a lot of people right now have financial concerns. So financial worries create uncertainty and stress, which impacts on the mental and emotional well-being. So if you are having this stress, you need to just acknowledge it. Yes, we're having this financial stress. And just remember, the Creator, if you can have enough faith, like a mustard seed, you can create paths where you can create abundance. It might be someone comes to you with a bag of rice, or something, or someone gives you 50 Rand or 100 Rand to go and buy some food. You know, things are, it's so amazing out there right now. We are becoming we are such powerful beings, and we should practice our power and have that faith that we can actually change our circumstances. If you want to somehow just have a, what do you call it, like a separate thing on manifestation, hey, let's do it. We can do this. So I'm just going to make this a bit bigger for us so I can see your questions. Okay, so the impact that global events have on your emotional health and on your vibration and your frequency. Okay, so we've had pandemics, we've had conflicts. There's fear porn on the television telling you that the sky is falling down. We have a collective anxiety out there. So this is our worldwide frequency that we're putting out there. You know, if you are one person, you can change your frequency fast. But if you're in a collective frequency, it's going to take a bit longer because you've got to get everybody on the same page. How do you know what signs are there if you have a low frequency? Okay, I've been talking about high vibing, but how do you know if you like vibrating low at the moment? Okay, so there's going to be certain signs. There's going to be fatigue and low energy. So are common signs indicating a low frequency state in the body and the mind. Irritability, mood swings, sudden emotional outbursts, like when you scream at someone, you actually disrupt both of your frequencies. You bring it both down. Lack of motivation and negative thinking patterns. Negative thinking is one of the key signs of low frequency and awareness. Essential for you to make a change. So if you are having any of these, I would say put on your favorite music and just dance, or go for a swim, or take a walk, or do something nice, you know. There's so many things that you can do to actually help yourself get out of the low vibration. Also, when you are vibrating low, you can have like things like maybe negative beings attaching to you, because you create by being constantly negative and low vibrational, you lower your frequency, which like makes your aura, it can develop a hole, and through that hole you can actually have possession. So there's another reason for you to raise your vibration. So what can we do? Mindfulness, meditation, breath work. There is an app, it's actually free, which you can actually use to help control your breath. There's actually a couple. If you want a list of them, we can put a list of them in the comments below. Things like there's Wim Hof. Wim Hof is really good if you want to increase energy in your body. Wim Hof, he is the guy that walked up this huge mountain. Was it not Mount Kilimanjaro? No, it wasn't Kilimanjaro. It's the mountains in Tibet. He climbed that mountain with a pair of shorts and I think that was it. And I think he maybe had shoes and socks on, but he was in just shorts and he climbed up. Now you know how cold it gets up there, and he didn't get cold. And it's all through this breathing, how you can actually, through your breathing, control your mind, control your mindset. So Wim Hof is really good. There is another app which is available on, both of them are available on Android and Apple. The second one is Coherence. Coherence, you can just go in and measure your vibration, your frequency, and see what the frequency of other people in your area or your country is. Super interesting. So, yeah, your mindfulness is meditation. As I say, meditation doesn't need to be that you are sitting and you don't have to do that. You can simply do something you love. If it's painting or drawing or knitting or sewing, something that really, working on the car outside, whatever it is that makes your heart sing, that's going to raise your vibration. Sitting outside reading a good book also, as long as it's a good book, it's not studying or anything that causes stress. The breathwork advantages of Wim Hof is that it increases oxygen, the oxygen flow to your lungs, lowers your stress, and naturally raises energy frequency. So that's an easy one. With the Wim Hof method, I actually got up to, I think, 3 minutes holding my breath. I'm now, I didn't do it for a while, so now I'm back to like a minute and a half. But you can actually practice just holding your breath. Well, you actually have to breathe in and out, and then you hold your breath, and then there's a whole sequence. But if you have a look on YouTube, you will find a lot of Wim Hof videos which show you how to do the breath. There's actually even, you don't even need the app. There is Wim Hof breathing exercises that you can do, and they're free. You don't have to pay for them. So another thing that we have to watch with our frequency is the clothes that we are wearing. Things like polyester, viscose, anything that is not made of cotton, linen, wool, silk. Those are your 4 base materials. There is one rule, I believe, that you don't mix linen with wool. Don't quote me on that. I've actually forgotten that. I need to go back and have a look. I wear a lot of wool right now because it's so cold, and cotton. And actually, brush cotton is actually super comfy, and it's healthy. So another thing that you can do to raise your vibration is the foods that you eat. Stay away from junk food. There's so many stories out there right now about McDonald's and Burger King, and the food is actually vibrationally very low. You need fresh food, fresh vegetables, grains, rice, potatoes, meat. You can just balance it out. Balance it out with what you're drinking, water. Start your day off every day with a glass of like squeeze like a lemon into a glass. Then you take half a teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of honey, and lukewarm water. And that to start off in the morning is super, because it just prepares your digestive system for the day. And it's also very alkaline. So it will alkaline your body. Positive thinking. Positive thinking and gratitude practices are really, 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 I can't stress enough how it's so important for you to be able to raise your vibration. You have to change your mindset. You have to do that mindset shift where you think, okay, today I'm going to try and think positive. And positivity actually helps shift your mindset towards optimism, and it makes you more resilient. So you become stronger within yourself when you are positive. Expressing gratitude boosts dopamine and serotonin, which are both produced in your brain for well-being. So dopamine is the happy drug. So when you go outside and you look at the sun and you just show that gratefulness for having that warm sun on your face, your body is automatically gonna produce dopamine and serotonin. So what have we got next? What have I got next? Benefits. So what are the benefits of raising your vibration? Number one, you start becoming a lighter being. You attract other people to you who are on the same frequency as you, and the more positive you are, the more positive people you can attract into your life. Something else that's really good that Dorothea mentioned is somebody mentioned here, drinking out of a copper mug. Yes. Copper is awesome. It's very good for controlling your energy. Well, your nervous system. So it's very good for you. Yes, even laughing can also raise your vibration. By just watching a funny film, like it can be, a lot of people say, oh, that's such a stupid film. But if it makes you laugh, watch it, because laughing raises your vibration as well. So yeah, when you are doing all these practices, you're going to feel that your stress is going to be relieved or reduced. You're going to have an enhanced immune function. Also, something that's really, really awesome. In our body, we have what they call the vagus nerve. Now, that is part of our nervous system. So when you are feeling nervousness in your body, which also, if you are constantly living in a nervous atmosphere, you can either do or you can hum your favorite tune. How simple is that? Just for 3 minutes, hum your favorite tune, and that actually activates the vagus nerve, and you will feel so much better. You'll feel the nervousness actually start to leave your body. You will sleep better, because when you are higher frequency, it actually helps for a deeper and more restful sleep. Unless, of course, you are you're one of these star seeds, then you're not going to get much sleep at night. You're going to be traveling. Well, we travel as it is. Every night when we go to sleep, we travel. Our souls go all over the place. So it's always good before you go to sleep and to just always say a little prayer. Please, Father, Mother, help me tonight, protect me while I'm on my journeys, because we all have a lot of things that we are doing when we are sleeping. When you sleep, it's like you dream about people who may have passed on already. It's the body that passed on. It's not the spirit or the soul. The soul is there always. So even if someone's passed on, you can still talk to that person. You just have to have faith that that person will talk back to you. And if you have funny sound in your head, oh, hey, how you doing? And it sounded just like that person, it probably is that person. So, what else is there? Something that raises your vibration is empathy. You will feel the more empathy you show others or you have for others, the more you're going to raise your vibration. It's just one of those things. It's the more spiritual you become, the more you grow and raise your vibration and raise your frequency. You are going to be showing more. You're going to become more of an empath. The problem with sometimes with that is you have to create boundaries, because what happens is you're going to become more emotional. You're going to see someone walking down the street and they're crying, or they don't have something that they need, or they were kicked out of their house, or something happened to them. You are going to be drawn to help that person. Please, you cannot help everybody. You can help a lot of people, but you cannot help everybody. It's just impossible. So the thing is with people, if I can just see if I can get this over here. Here we go. You're just a little reminder, okay? Because this is something which I found really, really good, and so I'm just going to read it to you. It's raise your vibrations. Your entire body and your being are a mass of energy which over which you have control. Start by controlling your vibration. When you understand that you are literally made of energy, all the way down to your molecules and atoms, you will realize that the condition of your energy is extremely important. A high vibration supports health, energy, and happiness. Keep your vibration high with gratitude, meditation, and an optimistic attitude. I love that. That's something really important. And as we go in the vibration and you become more empathic, your task is not to heal toxic people or help everybody. Your task is to heal yourself first, because when you heal yourself, you basically yourself, you connect with them. So as it is, we are all connected in the spiritual realm, because according to universal law, we are all one. We are just different aspects of the Creator having this experience in this body. So let's make the best of it. Let's raise our vibration. Let's make a difference, because you have to change yourself before you can see change in others. You can't change other people. It's really, really important for you to really drum that into your heart, because you have to be the change that you want to see. And to do that, it takes a very strong person to do that, because we always, well, a lot of people always want to change everybody else. They don't see that they are maybe the problem, not the other person, they. So if you change yourself and you change your vibration, it'll change the way that people react to you. So what do we have here? Okay, so conclusion is raising your personal frequency. Increase your personal frequency will help you manage life's challenges and make you more resilient. Enhancing well-being, elevating your frequency contributes to improved mental and emotional health for overall well-being. You connect with other people better because you've realized other people are not always the problem. Yeah, the difference between a consciousness and being spiritual. Consciousness is everywhere. We are basically all part of the God consciousness. So spiritual is when you are practicing your truth, or practicing whatever you feel. Well, what do we call spiritual? What is spiritual? Good question. Spiritual is just, it's not religion. It doesn't have a dogma. It's your journey, your spirit journey. That's what spiritual it means. So yeah, other things that you can do to help you raise your vibration is also take a nice bubble bath. But I wouldn't suggest using all the toxic stuff that is in the bubble bath. There are, I think, on one of the PDFs actually made, there is actually a natural bubble bath. What you can also do is you can have a look on the internet and maybe find some ingredients. What I like to use is I take a tablespoon of natron, which you call baking powder, teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of Epsom salts, and then I take a couple of drops of my favorite essential oil. It's usually if I have a bath before I go to sleep, it's usually like lavender. If you want something peppy, use a citrus like orange or lemon. It is really, really important because you need to clean every day. You need to clean off that energy that you have accumulated while you've been out and about. Whether you've been at work or out shopping, you have to get rid of that energy, or those energies that are now on your body. So when you come home, just to like wash your face, wash your hands, if you can, have a shower, wash all that stress away under the water. That's a beautiful way of grounding as well. So those are the things that you can actually do. Yes, you are so right. Sebakat, am I right? I can't, it's really small, the writing. You have to forgive yourself and stop the blame game. If you are blaming others for everything that's going on in your life, you're not gonna get anywhere. You need to forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and let it go. You're going to ask me, how do I let it go? That person, they insulted my whole family. Do you care? Why do you care? Why do you let other people's words, affect you? Don't. There are 4 agreements. And these agreements are: don't gossip. Gossip is like, oh, it's so low vibe, gossiping. So don't gossip. The second agreement is be authentic. Speak truth. And the 4th one I have forgotten. I really am so sorry. But those are, if you can look it up as well. But it's really important to have those, the 4 agreements going there, and to put this in your life. A really good author, he's not always so easy to read, but Carlos Castanedas, he writes some really good books about the soul and the journey. There are other simple ones like Dolores Cannon. Yes, true crystals. I actually had that in my notes to mention to you people. Crystals help in raising your vibration. Now there's different types of crystals. How do you choose your crystal? Please don't order crystals over the internet. You don't know where they've been. You don't know what energy they've attracted. So the best way to do it is go into a little crystal shop or a little stone shop and buy your crystal. Your quartz crystals, you've got quartz crystals, you've got clear crystals, you've got Lemurian crystals. It's all, take the one that resonates with you. What you can do is, when you choose your crystal, is to hold it just in your hand. Hold it in your hand and just let it be there. And feel the crystal. And if you feel like a tingly feeling, or if it gets warm, or if you feel, that's my crystal, that's the crystal you're going to take. Now, there are other stones which work together very well with a crystal. Protection is black tourmaline or onyx. Also hematite. Hematite blocks negative energies. Tiger's eye is also good. These are the stone. These are all protection stones. Crystal is good. If you sleep with your crystal underneath your pillow, you're going to have some really cool dreams. How do you take care of your crystal? You can take care of your crystal by running it under clear water. There are certain frequencies which you can use to clean your crystals. In one of my previous podcasts, I actually did actually have some sounds in the PDF that I uploaded, which you can use to clean your crystal. It's actually in there. There's a direction of how to clean your crystal. So you can put it in the moonlight. You can leave it in the sunlight. Those are ways to clean your crystal. And yes, crystals are amazing. Yes, barefoot is also awesome. It's very good for you. It not only helps with getting rid of all those ions, negative ions in your body, which we accumulate during the day. It just balances out our energy field, and it can raise your vibration. Very, very good. So if there's anyone who has any questions, please write them in capital letters, and I can answer you. Does anyone have any questions? Did you find this helpful? Because it's very important for me that this is helpful to you. And raising our vibration is so important. It is like, oh, thank you, Dory. So raising your vibration is so important. You can also protect your energy by climbing. You can create like an egg made of bright white light all around your body. All around your body, you create this white light. And if you are feeling afraid or any of that, you can just climb into your white light and you just ask the Creator, ask your angels, ask your higher self. Ask your higher self, you've got a whole lot of helpers out there. You can use Ascended Masters if you want. There are so many beings out there that are just dying to help us. We just have to ask, because we have free will. So they will not help us unless we ask them specifically to help us. Yes, you're right. Crystals can be cleansed by sun and moon bathing. Correct. Yeah, so that was more or less everything from me. If anybody does have a question, write it in the comments, or you can post it on Dory's website or a Telegram account under Dory's couch, on the couch with Dory. You can post that there, or you can send me, if you have my Telegram, is to just send me a message, and where I can help you, I will, with any of your questions. Yeah. All right, super. Thank you, everybody. Namaste. God bless you all. And this is going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome rest of the week. I am feeling at the moment there is such, I don't know if everyone else feels it, I am feeling so excited. Every morning when I wake up, I'm so excited. There is so much good energy coming. Our galactic family are really stepping up their game, and they're here. They are going to be helping us, or they are helping us. So just keep the vibe high, stay happy, stay joyful, and things are going to change. We're gonna go through a little bit of turmoil, maybe like for the next 4 months or so, but after that, everything is going to be changed. You will not recognize this world. It's going to be such an amazing world. Okay, people. So I'm going to say thank you very much. I loved having you all here. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And stay safe, and we'll connect soon. Okay. Bye.